Hey Cancer, happy birthday. We are going to check in here and see what is going on with Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 14th through the 20th. If you happen to find this video outside of those dates, don't worry, my darling. You were led here whenever you were meant to hear the messages that are in this video. This is a general reading, so not every single message will resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. We're going to see what's happening, though, and what's coming up, what messages are coming in for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June 14th through the 20th. Do you guys see how the cards are getting stuck while I'm shuffling? You guys see that? Like it's not shuffling smooth. Usually when this happens, this tells me that you guys or the person I'm reading for is having a hard time making a really big decision. Like you're kind of like, gosh, I don't know what to do kind of situation. So some of you might be making some really big life choices in the coming weeks, and you might be kind of conflicted about that right now. But we're going to see what the cards have to say. Typically, when the cards get stuck like that, it has to do with feeling torn about a decision. But we're going to look at the first card here. Oop, we have Seven of Swords. Now, traditionally, right, Seven of Swords gets a really bad rap, right? We see it and we think, oh, somebody is being sneaky. Someone's trying to get into your pants. Someone's trying to get into your pockets, trying to get into your pockets through your pants. You know, something might be going on here with the Seven of Swords, that somebody is not being completely and totally genuine, right, or sincere. It can be somebody that has selfish motives, okay? Those of you who have been trying to move forward with a really big decision, you might be feeling a little bit frustrated right now because it may feel to you as though someone has backed out, right? Like you were kind of counting on them, or you thought, oh, this is it. This is going to be the avenue that I'm going to be able to make these changes. Whether, say, you were like talking business with somebody or trying to get some kind of collaboration or partnership going, or if this was a romantic situation, you're like, oh, this is actually going to go somewhere and we're going to be able to, like, you know, help each other, you know, improve our lives. And then all of a sudden somebody may have pulled back. Seven of Swords will come up for me a lot of the times in a reading when someone is having that kind of an issue or situation where they're feeling very frustrated about a situation. Like, what did I do? What did I go wrong? You know, like, how can I pull this person back in? What did I do that, like, you know, put them off to the situation? And Seven of Swords just comes up to say, look, this person began to realize and see that you're a lot smarter than they realized, right? They began to realize that you're a lot smarter than they realized, and that they've been putting on this mask, and wearing this mask is exhausting. And so they're like, let me pull back a little bit before this, you know, before I start slipping and Cancer catches me and, like, you know, calls me out. So some of you know and understand that your intelligence, your questions, your you know, way that you've been handling a situation is actually protecting you from someone who came in talking a big game, but you know, somebody who's not able to really deliver here. So I feel like don't feel sad or discouraged if you feel something didn't pan out. Know and understand that this person maybe wasn't what they seemed. For other ones of you, and then we'll move on to the next card. For other ones of you, Seven of Swords, especially those of you who are having a hard time with some really big decisions right now, Seven of Swords is saying this isn't really the time to talk to everybody about it, okay? You might be dealing with people around you who are going to be very discouraging, very negative. They might be a little threatened by the changes you're thinking about making. So Seven of Swords can also come up when it's telling you, you know, be very cautious and in what you're doing, and nobody needs to know everything right now about your plans or your ideas. In a work situation, be super careful, Cancer. because you might be having people around you that they feel threatened, or you know, they kind of want to like be on the good side of the higher ups, and they might be gathering information and then going around and like saying, oh my gosh, this person said this and that person said that. So if you are thinking about leaving a job, or if you are unhappy about the way things are being done there, or if you feel like, you know, you're not getting paid enough or whatever, even if you have coworkers that are starting that conversation first, where like they're complaining, don't say a word. Don't even agree. Don't, oh yeah, oh my gosh, you know, oh, that's terrible. No, none of that. Because then they're going to run and say, oh, Cancer said this, Cancer said that. So be very cautious what you're saying. Also, especially if somebody's coming to you complaining about a situation, even if it's not a work situation. Someone might come to you and complain about a mutual friend, or a family, like somebody in your family might be complaining about a family member. And then they go, oh, well, you know, I'm not the only one who thinks that. Cancer thinks that too. And Cancer said this and Cancer said that. And all of a sudden you're pulled into something that you don't need that headache right now. So be cautious and aware of anybody who's coming to complain to you in the coming week. All right, so next we have here the Magician, right? Traditionally, Magician can be associated with both Gemini and Virgo, okay? There are Gemini and Virgo elements here, and so a lot of the times we'll have the major arcana cards come up and somebody will say, oh, there's a Gemini or a Virgo coming in, and that can be the case for some of you. Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. However, those of you who are new to my channel, I do once a month a love reading, and I have that listed in the description of the video. And then in the weekly videos, I want to focus on you. The weekly videos, I want to make it about you and your energy. So the major arcana cards are really, if you know about the tarot, the major arcana cards are supposed to signify or symbolize the human journey, the human experience, and all of the different stages we go through in life, and the different ways that we grow, and the different ways that we awaken and we become enlightened. And so the Magician is the card that follows the Fool, right? The Fool is that leap of faith where you're like, I'm going to go for it, right? Some of you are trying to make this decision to go for it, but you're feeling very conflicted about how to move forward. Well, lucky for you, you have the Magician here, because the Magician is a card about manifesting. The Magician is a card about creating, okay? It is a major arcana card, so the major arcana cards are going to come up when you're at a really significant crossroads in your life, where you're coming into a new chapter, you're coming into a new cycle, right? Nothing changes until we change something about how we do things. And that's where you guys are coming into this energy. You guys are coming into this energy where you're ready to make changes, but you're also in this manifestation energy. So be super cautious in this week and the coming weeks, Cancer, that you make sure that you're on top of your thought process, that you're putting out to the universe what you want instead of what you fear, because you're in manifestation mode and you're going to manifest regardless, right? So if you're in the fear energy, you're going to manifest scary things. If you're in the energy of focus and, you know, this is where I want to be, that's what you're going to manifest. You might be seeing repeating angel numbers in the coming week: 1111, 222, 444, 555, 777. I am getting 13. Ooh, we're going to talk about 13 here in just a moment. So if you're seeing these repeating numbers, know that this is the universe's way of basically saying to you that there's going to be a lot of like changes coming up, and like keep your mind focused on what you want. It's a reminder that, hey, you're manifesting right now. Hey, you're manifesting right now. Check your thoughts. What are you putting out there? The 13, this is from my experience. Now, in terms of angel numbers, 13 would be, 1 would be emphasizing a number, and 3 would be saying that the Ascended Masters are here with lessons and moments of growth. If you were to reduce it, 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 is like your angels are with you, which is really positive. But for me, my angels, my guides, when I keep seeing 13 and it keeps repeating in my life, it's like buckle your safety belt, Amethyst. Fasten your seatbelt. There's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of things coming out from left field. Things that, you know, even though I'm an intuitive person, I definitely didn't see coming. But it's all a part of some redirection and something being worked out. Not like tower moments. It's different from a tower moment. It's just kind of like, whoa, well, that didn't go the way that I had expected. Or, whoa, that person sure did a complete 180 out of nowhere. So you might have some surprises. But it's saying, look, trust, this is a part of the process. And this is kind of taking you a shortcut to where we need to go. We're going to go off-roading for a bit. That's what I think of when I see 13. And some of you might be in for an off-roading spiritual adventure. Your next card here, my dears, is the Hierophant. Now we've got Major Arcana cards coming in back-to-back. When the Major Arcana cards come in back-to-back, this comes up in the way that it tells me that there's big changes, big shifts happening, right? We talked about that. We talked about the off-road adventure. Buckle up, Cancer. Some of you are going to be on an off-road adventure spiritually. But the Hierophant here is about your priorities, your principles, your values. So a lot of you are getting really tired about the people who you're around, and you might be looking for substance, and you might be feeling like you want to be around people who share your beliefs and share your view of the world and share your priorities. I feel like some of you are feeling really frustrated, like you're around people who are really, really, really just super surface level, right? Like you're waking up, you're thinking about serious things, you're thinking about, you know, what you're going to do with your time on this earth, and you know, all of the corruption and the things that you're seeing around you. And then there's other people around you that they don't see it at all, right? Or you feel like they're falling into some kind of hypnosis, you know, the things that we're being told to believe right now. And you might feel like the people around you aren't seeing through that, aren't seeing through these divisions that are being created. And so some of you are getting really, really serious about seeking out organizations or groups that align with the things that are important to you. Okay, I feel that for some of you, you're even wanting to start something, establish something of your own in terms of like a nonprofit or some kind of community grassroots outreach where you want to collaborate with other people and put together like resources or help, you know, within your community. Where you're wanting to try to create a safe place. Now, this is not going to be for every single one of you, but I do feel for some of you, you are going to very inadvertently, unknowingly start off where you're trying to bring people together and you're trying to create some kind of coalition or some kind of like, you know, grassroots coming together, helping each other, having each other's back. I feel like over time, it's going to turn into a church, okay? Like a congregation. I really feel that this might be a theme for different signs over the coming weeks and months. But I'll just say this, the way we go to church is changing, right? And that's the energy that I feel coming in for a lot of you, that there's a coming together of spirituality, okay? Coming together of spirituality and spiritually like-minded people. All right, sorry, I had to pause here for a second because I saw something on the wall. If you're new to my readings, when I have interruptions, to me, they're a message for the person I'm reading for. So I had to pause and go see what I was seeing on the wall. It was a little tiny ant, a little ant crawling up the wall. Cancer, you have some big, big work that you're going to do. You're coming into a season of work. You're coming into a season of hard work, but fulfilling work. And the ant is very mighty, right? One ant Somebody tell me in the comments, what is the statistics? Is it 50 times their weight? Is it 100 times their weight? Ants are tiny, but they can carry. They can carry stuff, right? They're strong. You know, for their size, they can carry very big things for their size. And so I feel, right, like you are, you know, you're maybe just one person, but you're going to make really big things happen, right? And you're going to find the other little ants, right? And then together, wow, right? Creating something big here. So it's exciting. That's exciting. Your next card here, my dears. Ooh, it's the World. I told you there were big shifts, right? Like you guys are feeling kind of conflicted about how to move forward. But the Magician says a lot's going to be manifested as long as you make your decisions based on what the right thing is, right? Allowing your moral compass to guide you. And then coming into the world is the closing out of the karmic cycles. They're done, right? Whatever lesson you were supposed to learn, you've learned it. Whatever you were supposed to accomplish, you've accomplished it. And now you get to level up. And now you get to come into the energy of being seen, being appreciated, being celebrated, a sense of freedom, a sense of travel, you know, making a name for yourself, feeling comfortable in your own skin. That's another big one with the World card, feeling comfortable in your own skin. Some of you are returning more to natural appearance, right? Seeing the beauty in the natural instead of, like, you know, trying to recreate yourself and be like a different, or like looking a certain way, but like, no, this is how I am, and this is how my hair is, and this is how my body is, and this is how, you know, like, you're not trying to change, but rather you're working with what you have, and you're magnifying that natural beauty. And so a lot of the times with the World card, I do see a sense of like beginning to really like fall in love with your body and fall in love with your appearance, and feel good about who you are, and feel ready to be seen, right? And maybe for some of you, this has been holding you back because there are things you've been wanting to accomplish, but you've been thinking to yourself, I don't have the right look, or I don't have the right style, or like you're breaking out of that. None of that is relevant at all, right? We're not all trying to be social media celebrities with a billion followers, right? The right people will come. And so that's the energy I feel a lot of you coming into. Again, World card is like, you know, completion of big things, success, leveling up. Cancer, this is massive. This is a massive shift, a massive change. We've come out of two very powerful lunar cycles, right? We had the eclipse in the last full moon, then we had a solar eclipse with the new moon. We've had a lot of things happening with the planetary placements that are opening us up into that, you know, age of awakening, and really kind of clearing away. So you're feeling it, Cancer. Many of you are picking up on that energy. And once you get moving, it's like bam, 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 things are happening, things are aligning. So thank you for watching. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign. Some weeks those may resonate with you more than others. If you would like to check out the love readings, those are linked in the description. If you would like a private reading with me, thankfully I'm finally caught up on private readings. If you would like a private reading with me, you can schedule at calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading there. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Bye, Cancer.